by homeless people, forgetting that these are not non-playable characters. They are real people going through real issues, and I wanted their stories to be heard. In the documentary, we have the populations, the homeless population, talk about the issues themselves and tell the stories and say exactly what they want to say, so that the people who are watching can hear the stories from the perspective of the homeless people themselves. And
welcome to the broadcast of News Hour on SOM TV, the pulse of the nation. You can follow us on Facebook at SOM TV and on YouTube at SOM TV Live. Major headlines. Wike confirmed peace visit by suspended Governor Fubara and APC leaders. Dangote refinery cuts petrol price again, now 825 naira per litres. Center for Information Technology and Development trains Kano PWD staffs in digital administrative skills for inclusive development. I am Esther Oka-Steven with the news in full. Former Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has confirmed that the suspended governor Siminalayi Fubara visited him to meditate peace amidst their ongoing political rift. Wike, who now serves as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, revealed in a Monday media session that Fubara came accompanied by two APC governors, Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun and Ebonyi State Governor Francis Uwefuru, along with former Ogun State Governor Olusegun Osoba. The reported visit, which took place without prior notice, highlights the long-standing familiarity between the two leaders, despite their current political tension. Wike shared that Fubara expressed his desire for peace during the meeting. Sources close to the matter noted that Fubara entered Wike's home unannounced, indicating their previous political alliance before dissolved into a fierce rivalry. The conflict escalated following President Bola Tinubu's suspensions of Fubara, his deputy, and members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. The president's decision, which included the imposition of a state of emergency in Rivers, was intended to prevent further violence in the region, which had seen growing instability due to power struggles between Wike and Fubara. In a move aimed at strengthening its market leadership and offering better value to Nigerians, the Dangote Petroleum Refinery has reduced the ex-depot price of premium motor spirit (PMS), popularly known as petrol, from 835 naira to 822 naira per litre. This marked the second price slash in less than a month, following last month's drop from 865 naira to 835 per litre. Sources with the refinery says the last and latest adjustment reflects the company's commitment to easing the fuel burden on consumers. Industry experts believe the development could lead to the drop in pump price nationwide if petroleum marketers pass on the savings. The Center for Information Technology and Development, CITAD, has concluded a 2-month digital and administrative training program for staffs of the Institute of Skills Acquisition Center for Persons Living with Disability (PWDs) in Kano State. The training, which focused on computer literacy, financial management, and proposal writing, was aimed at equipping participants with essential skills for professionals and personal development. During the graduation ceremony held at CITAD's office in Kano, stakeholders from government, traditional institutions, civil society, and the media commended the initiative. Speaking on behalf of the Executive Governor of CITAD, Senior Program Officers Issa Garba stressed the importance of inclusion in the digital space, stating that institutional development must create opportunities for the often excluded PWD community. Program Coordinator for Persons with Disability at CITAD, Amza Aminu Fagia, appealed for continued support to the center, emphasizing that the true measure of any society lies in how it empowers its most vulnerable. Also speaking at the event, Dr. Bashir Abdul Muzakari, representing the Secretary of the Kano State Government, reaffirmed Governor Abba Kabiru's youth commitment to digital inclusivity and commended CITAD for championing partnership-driven development. Reports has it that the Ebonyi State government has evacuated over 800 indigenes who were stranded in Lagos following the demolition of parts of the Ileja area by the Lagos State government. Speaking to journalists in Abakaliki, the Commissioner for Special Duties in State Diaspora, Valentine Okeke, disclosed that most of those affected were women and children who had been sleeping under bridges since the incident occurred. He explained that upon receiving official report of the situation, Governor Francis Uwifri promptly directed him to travel to Lagos and ensure their safe return to Ebonyi State. A directive he carried out. Okeke also noted that the demolition affected not only Ebonyi indigenes but also people from other parts of the country. A Jos Magistrate Court sentenced a 22-year-old mechanic, Mustafa Saad, to 9 months in prison for misappropriating 80,000 naira entrusted to him. Saad, who pleaded guilty, was similarly tried and convicted for spending the money on personal needs, following a complaint log by Awal Jibri at the C Division Police Station on March 20th. Magistrate Sheumi Boko, in a ruling, offered Saad an option of paying a 20,000 naira fine or serving 3 months in prison, in addition to ordering him to pay 90,000 naira in compensation or face another 6 months behind bars. The Bayelsa State Police Command has arrested 17 individuals in connection with the killing of 2 graduates from Niger Delta University at Baranturu community in Yanagua local government area. The arrests were made by the Rapid Response Squad led by CSP Bishop Elamide during a step and search operation along Amasoma Road on Friday night. Among the suspects are 4 alleged cyber fraudsters accused of sponsoring the attack. Police reportedly intercepted a Suzuki Mini bus carrying over 13 individuals, some with blood stains and machetes, sustaining their involvement. The victims were believed to be members of rival cult group, Neo-Black Movement, Black Axe Aye, and Bobos. The suspects are also believed to be part of the Vikings cult group. Police spokesperson Musa Mohammed confirmed the arrest and ongoing investigation into each suspect's role. Fear of reprisal has forced suspected cult members in the area into hiding. Honorable Abdulsamad Dasuki, representing the Tambuwal Keba Federal Constituency in Sokoto State, has empowered 40 women groups with 10 million naira to support small-scale businesses in this constituency. The first phase of the initiative was launched in Dogon Daji town, with each group receiving 250,000 naira. Dasuki's wife, Ajia Jamila Wada Dasuki, who represented him at the event, highlighted the initiative's goal to enhance women's economic status and provide sustainable opportunities for those already engaged in businesses such as tailoring, goat herdings, spice production, and cake baking. The empowerment program, which aimed to support micro and large businesses, is set to continue with further disbursements planned for both urban and remote areas. Future distributions will extend to towns like Ungoshi, Magai, and Kuchi, has granted automatic employment to the top 19 graduates of the Abia Tech Rise ICT training program. The graduates will be working in the Abia Civil Service on May 12, 2025. Governor Oti emphasized his administration focus on empowering individuals with practical skills for job creation. He also announced the enrollment of 850 new trainees for the second batch of the program. The initiative aimed to equip Abia youth with digital skills for the modern economy, with graduates expressing gratitude for the opportunity to learn vital ICT skills. Philanthropist Mr. Kasim Tumasa has announced a cash reward of 100,000 naira for each Yobe State indigene who score over 300 in the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Exam (UTME). This pledge is part of the KMT Light Up Yobe initiative, which aims to promote academic excellence and human capital development in the state. Tomsa revealed that the initiative also includes the purchase of JAMB form, intensive tutorial, and mock exam for students. The cash reward is open to all high-achieving Yobe students, regardless of how they prepared for the exam. Additionally, awardees will be enrolled in a mentorship program to support their academic and professional growth. Tom Shah emphasized that this initiative is an investment in the future of Yobe's youth, aiming to cultivate a generation of leaders, innovators, and change makers. The Ondo State Muslim Welfare Board has announced that the first batch of 316 pilgrims from the state has departed for Saudi Arabia. According to the board chairman, Dakirullahi Chindi Adams, the pilgrim who had already received their yellow fever and meningitis vaccination took off from Ilorin International Airport on Monday at 1 p.m. A total of 735 intending pilgrims from Ondo State will make the journey this year, with the second and third batches scheduled to depart on Tuesday and Wednesday. Chandi Adams urged the pilgrim to approach the pilgrimage with faith and reverences, emphasizing the importance of adhering to Saudi Arabia's regulation. The Deputy Governor for Adamawa State, Professor Kalatapua Farauta, launched the Bihilong Medical Outreach in Numan, where patients receive free medical services. The initiative, which aimed to provide healthcare with undeserved communities, including screening for hepatitis B and C, HIV, and cancer, as well as surgeries and other treatments. The outreach was established by Major General Lawrence Ngubane, retired, driven by the position to make healthcare more accessible. Farauta praised the initiative for complementing government efforts in healthcare, encouraging residents to take advantage of the free services. Ngubane emphasized that the outreach would reduce travel costs for minor medical issues and leave a lasting legacy in the community. The Aliko Dangote Foundation, ADF, launched its National Food Intervention Program in Osun State, distributing 30,000 bags of rice to vulnerable groups across the state. Governor Ademola Adeleke, who was represented by the State Commissioner for Agriculture, Otumba Tola, praised the foundation's commitment to alleviating food insecurity and poverty in the region. The rice intended for people with disabilities, the elderly, youth groups, farmers, and children is part of a large effort to address the impact of food inflation. Victor Ejiro, representing the foundation, highlighted the importance of the initiative, which aimed to reach 1 million vulnerable Nigerians across all 774 local government areas. This distribution is part of a broader effort by the foundation to provide food relief during economic hardship. The Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria has condemned recent allegations against the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Mohammed Metawalle, describing them as politically motivated and unsubstantiated. HURIWA accused political opponents from Zamfara State of a smear campaign against Metawalle due to his loyalty to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The group also criticized the EFCC for potentially being used as a political tool and urged the Commission to act based on evidence rather than political pressure. The Gombe State Executive Council has approved $481,000 to cover the basic travel allowance of 969 intended pilgrims for the 2025 Hajj. The decision was made to alleviate challenges faced by pilgrims who are unable to use automated teller machines (ATM), a required means for accessing funds during the pilgrimage. The Finance Commissioner, Mohammed Magoji, explained that the fund will be drawn from the state dollars deposit. Additionally, Council ratified 334 million naira in compensation for properties owned affected by development in the Shehu Abubakar district and along the Gombe-Potiskum Road, as well as 5.2 billion naira for the 2024 UBEC counterpart funding. Other approval include an allocation for the Muhammadu Buhari Parks and the Gombe Regional Water Project annual maintenance contract. The Edo State government announced that it has begun legal consultations to take action against the neo-black movement Black Ass in response to recent killings and cult-related violence in the state. Governor Monday Okpebolo's office stated that the group leader had publicly condemned the demolition of a building linked to the activities, confirming their involvement. The state government emphasized that the building served as a hub for planning violent attack and that the demolition was carried out under the anti-cultism law. Edo authorities also demanded that the group provide proof of allegations renovations to 6 public schools, warning of legal action for defamatory if they fail to do so. The government also planned to develop a police station on the site of the demolished building and place further actions against cult-related properties. Governor Okpebholo reaffirmed the state's commitment to eradicating cultism and protecting citizens. One person has died and 2 others sustained injury in a multiple vehicle crash that occurred early Monday morning along the Taradife-Agbara road in Lagos. According to the Federal Road Safety Corps, the accident took place at about 5:36 a.m. near Iyana Era bus stop, involving a blue Mack truck and a silver Lexus Salon car. Preliminary investigation revealed that the crash was caused by speeding and loss of control despite favorable road conditions. The emergency response team arrived promptly and the injured victims are transported to Ali Masho General Hospital for treatment. The FRSC expressed condolences to the family of the deceased and urged motorists to drive safely and avoid speeding. Wali Adamu, the acting chairman of Shira Local Government Area Bauchi State, has passed away after a brief illness. The news was confirmed by Mutar Gidado, the special advisor on media and publicity to Governor Bala Mohammed, in a statement issued on Sunday. Adamu died at the Federal Medical Center, Azare, on the same day. Governor Mohammed expressed his condolences to the late Adamu's family, the Katangu Emirate Council, and the people of Bauchi State, describing him as a dedicated public servant who made significant contribution to the development of Shira Local Government Area. The funeral prayer will be held on Monday, May 12, 2025, at 10:30 a.m. at the residence of late Alkali Musa in Azore. President Bola Tinubu's 2027 re-election bid gained significant support from APC stakeholders in Cross River State and a coalition of 196 professors from southern Kaduna. In Cross River, the Central Progressive Initiative endorsed both Tinubu and Governor Basi Utu for a second term, praising their governance. Similarly, Southern Kaduna professor expressed appreciation for federal and state development projects in the region, including new educational and medical institutions. They also pledged to support further regional development and commended Governor Uba Sani for his inclusive leadership. The Enugu State government is set to launch key transportation projects, including a state airline, a fleet of 100 CNG-powered buses, and a smart transport program before May 29, 2025, marking the second anniversary of Governor Peter Umba's administration. The Enugu airline will debut with 3 aircraft, 2 of which have already arrived, with commercial operators expected to begin soon. Additionally, 100 CNG-powered buses will soon begin commercial services, with the first 50 already stationed in Okpara Square. 5 modern bus terminals will also be open across the state. The government plans to set up a CNG and electric vehicle manufacturing plant and introduce over 2,000 electric vehicles into the transport system. These initiatives are part of broader effort to enhance sustainability and digital information in the state. The Nigerian Army has arrested 12 individuals suspected of being involved in terrorist activities linked to a breaking away faction of Boko Haram called Mahmuda, which reportedly operates in the Kenji Lake National Park in northern Kwara State. Major General Obinna Onubugo, the general commanding GOC-2 Division, disclosed the arrest during a visit to military camps in Kalama and Burutin local government area. The suspects were captured during military raid in the Kenji Lake National Park and nearby border communities. 2 of the suspects are confirmed members of an armed bandit group, while the others are believed to be accomplices. The ongoing operation, named Mark Strike 4, aimed to eradicate criminal activities in the region. Major General Onubugo highlighted the success of the mission, stating that troops have combed a 90-kilometer stretch of the Kenji forest, effectively dislodging bandits and restoring peace. As part of the visit, the GOC met the local leaders to reassure them and boost their morale. Following directive from the Chief of Army Staffs, troops have been deployed in border communities in Kwara and Niger State, focusing on eliminating armed groups and strengthening civilian safety. Let's take a brief commercial break. Don't change the channel. We'll be right back with more exciting updates on Super Media Television.
Jalingo City Crusade presents God Encounters Jalingo 2025.
From the 15th to the 16th of May.
We are honored to have the servant of God once again in the city of Jalingo. Life at the Adonai Chapel of Transformation, Taroba State University, Jalingo. Get ready to be blessed with life-changing words. Atmosphere of worship, great miracles, healings, testimonies. Come expectant to receive transforming words.
A man's destiny, if it is touched from the beginning, is in trouble. But that trouble is not a trouble that is not solvable by God's power. A man can be realigned. Something can happen to you. You can be shifted from a place where it's as if nothing is happening in your life to a place where you are having series of events upon events upon events that will make you notable. From today, every limit that has been placed on your destiny by a wrong name is scattered in the name of Jesus. God is breaking oppositions. He is breaking things. He is giving you a new name, and everything that has previously altered your destiny, God is destroying it in the name of Jesus.
Welcome back. Coming up next, report has it that pressure is building for Dr. Abubakar Malami, former Attorney General of the Federation, to enter the 2027 Kebbi State gubernatorial race as political and traditional leaders across the state show strong support for his constituency. Over the past weeks, prominent figures from Zuru, Yori and Gwandu Emirates have held consultative meeting in Abuja, backing Malami's return to the politics. Honorable Babangida Alkali Seidu, leading the delegation from Zuru, expressed full support for Malami's gubernatorial bid. From Yori Emirates, Honorable Bala House, a former PDP House of Representative aspirant, highlighted Malumi as a unifying figure capable of advancing Kebbi's development. Former Kebbi State House of Assembly members Honorable Abubakar B. Sabo also endorsed Malumi during a visit to his office in Abuja. With this endorsement, pressure is mounting on Malumi to officially announce his candidacy, with additional consultations expected in the upcoming weeks. The Anambra State government has expressed appreciation to President Bola Tinubu for his recent state visit and placed support for his effort to end the long-standing infrastructural and economic marginalization of the Southeast. In a statement by the Commissioner for Information, Lomefo, the government described the May 8 visit as a turning point for inclusive national development. Key approval guaranteed by President Tinubu include the integration of Anambra and the Southeast into the National Railway and Gas Pipeline master plans, the completion of the Anambra-Kogi Federal Highway, and reconstruction of failed portion of the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. The president also pledged ecology intervention to tackle erosion and affirm federal support for operationalizing the Onitsha River Port. Tinubu accepted a symbolic chieftaincy title, DKC Mba Anambra, and pledged collaboration with Governor Chukwuma Soludo to release the vision of transforming Anambra into an African hub of innovation and industry. The state government described this move as a triumph of justice, inclusivity, and visionary leadership, and reaffirmed its commitment to working with federal government to ensure project delivery and regional development. Troops of the Nigerian Army 6th Division have dismantled 21 illegal refineries, arrested 36 suspects, and recovered over 591,000 liters of stolen petroleum products during a series of operations across Rivers, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, and Delta states between April 28 and May 11, 2025. According to Army spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Danjuma, the operation conducted with other security agencies led to the discovery of large-scale illegal refining sites, including one in Rivers State, Abua Ado local government area, with a 15-kilometer hose connected to an illegal loading point. Significant seizures include over 350,000 liters of refined AGO, 100,000 liters of crude, and the interception of vehicles and boats used for transporting stolen products. Operation in Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, and Delta also yielded major boosts, with vehicles carrying thousands of liters of stolen crude, illegal refining equipment, weapons, and cash recovered. All suspects were handed over for prosecution, while seized items were treated according to operational protocol. The general also commended 6th Division Major General Emmanuel Emeka has continued a regional operational tour to boost troops' morale and sustain momentum against oil theft and economic sabotage. Kaduna State Governor Uba Sani praised President Tinubu for his strong support for agriculture, stating that recent interventions have significantly reduced poverty in northern Nigeria. At a palliative distribution event, he highlighted fertilizers aid, financial support for farmers, and infrastructure investment as key initiatives. He also called for local government autonomy to sustain development gains. Minister Abubakar Bagudu and Presidential Advisor Ibrahim Masari echoed support for Tinubu's reform, with other 12,000 bags of rice distributed across Kaduna State. Former special assistants who served under former Ogun State Governor Senator Ibikunle Amosun have appealed to Governor Dapo Abiodun for the release of their unpaid severance allowance. In a letter signed by the group coordinator, Ms. Lihu Oladiden, they urge Abiodun to approve the payments as prescribed by law. The group also called on President Bola Tinubu to intervene in ensuring the allowance are paid promptly. That's all for this edition on News Hour. Some TV is a 24-hour TV station. We are live every day. You can follow us on Facebook at Some TV and on YouTube at Some TV Live. Stay tuned for more lineup of programs from Some TV. I am Esther Oka Steven. Thanks for watching.